What's good with y'all, man? For this ambidextrous drawing video, I'm gonna be drawing a bunch of the legendaries from the first generation of Pokemon with both of my hands. You know, I always find it interesting because whenever I go through and do these pages dedicated to Pokemon, as of recently, I've been trying my best not to be too typical. And what I mean by that is a Pokemon that always comes up is stuff like Charizard. And I've been kind of avoiding Charizard just because that's who everybody thinks of whenever they hear Pokemon. I've drawn a lot of Charizards before, but I'm trying to move more in the direction of just kind of going for things that are a little bit less talked about. I'm not going to go as far as saying not known because Mewtwo and the 3 legendary birds from Gen 1 are very known. They're just not really covered as much. When you think of the face of Pokemon, you think stuff like Pikachu and maybe a Charizard. I'm just trying to move away from that a little bit. I haven't really played through the games in a while, but whenever I did go through playing Fire Red, it just kind of took me back to whenever I was trying to find my way through, I believe it was the Seafoam Islands. But with that said, once I got Articuno out of the way, I did move on to drawing in the Zapdos. It was cool to kind of catch up on everybody's stories, and just whenever I was doing these on live, everybody was telling me their experiences through playing the games, both new and old. I haven't really played Pokemon in like a long time. I did end up getting Legends Arceus on my Switch, but like I barely touched it. The last game that I truly played through was probably X and Y with my little brother. And by now, it's definitely been a while. So I did go ahead and start drawing in Moltres too. But whenever I was going through just shaping out the flames on his wings, I was on the fence with drawing in a Mew. As I was saying before, I hadn't yet made my mind up with who I wanted to be on the page, but because it was so empty, I didn't want to just leave it off on the legendary birds. So I went ahead and drew Mew more towards the bottom. Once his body was drawn, I went ahead and drew in his tail. But here's for the red lens, and now for the blue. Let me know what y'all think about this one down below, and if you're interested in seeing more, don't forget to like and follow, and I will see y'all in the next one.